is Dory, and I am here with you today from Prairie Scraps, and I am trying to do a weekly project real quick. It's a busy week for me. I've been busy all weekend, even though it's been Mother's Day. I did, however, get my Club Couture, Chalk Couture, Club Couture in the mail this week, so I've been on pins and needles. I've been seeing everybody else using theirs, so I was really excited. Club Couture for Chalk Couture is basically a monthly subscription to get, you get a transfer and then 3 ink Chalk Couture paste, sample paste in the mail for only, I think it's $19.95. So under $20 it costs. And then you get, it's sort of like Christmas. Every single month you get a monthly, you can sign up for a monthly subscription. When you first sign up, you do have to sign up for 3 months. But it's lots of fun. They just send you whatever the monthly transfers. So anyway, to reveal what that is, this is the transfer that came this month, and it is called Sweet Lemon Grove. It's the Maid Club Couture, and you can see it says Sweet Lemon Grove, where troubles melt like lemon drops. And then it says squeeze the day and home. So I'll be using this today. I also have a cutting board, and my husband and I found this at a thrift rummage sale this last week, and so I'm going to use this. It feels like maybe there's something in it, like maybe it was oiled, so I'm not going to wax it, but if you're concerned, you should wax all of your boards. But anyway, I got this for $1, so I thought it was kind of a good deal, and we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. The other thing I was thinking about doing was adding on a little chalk circle, one of our tag. All I did was use my crocodile hole puncher and was able to put a punch into one of our surfaces for Chalk Couture. These are round. You can see how big they are. I'm also using one of our scrapers, a couple of other sizes of our Chalk Couture scrapers, so just in varying sizes. I'm going to be using 2 different color pastes for this today. These are the Chalk Couture paste, and this is the new formula. You can see this is the color that we're going to be using today, Sage. Isn't that a pretty color? And then the other color I was going to use is the Bumblebee. And mine are fairly new, so I'm not going to need to mix those up at all. The other things we'll use is I have a tray of water to put my transfer in because these are reusable transfers. And then I also got a Sharpie because I'm going to write on the back so I don't re-stick my transfers onto the wrong side. Although I found that doesn't really help me all that much. So funny, huh? All right, and then I just have some wipes on hand to wipe my hands or any little messes I make, and scissors because I want to cut these apart so we can use them. So with that, no further ado, we will go ahead and start by opening up our Chalk Couture transfer. And it's pretty exciting. I don't know about you, but I think it's fun to get a craft project. I love to craft. But even if you don't craft, this is something that is so very easy that you don't, it's so much fun to get a new transfer in the mail. So I think I'm going to start, so I'm going to start off. And what I always do is I mark them on the back, what they are and what number, so I know how many go with the set. So I'm going to I want to put it at the top, Sweet Lemon, 1 of 3. And then I'm going to put Sweet Lemon Home, 2 of 3. And then the final one, just so I know how many go in there, Sweet Lemon. You don't have to be so specific if you don't want to. You could put just an X. But I found sometimes I get all the parts mixed up after I wash them. I don't know which back goes to what. So if I can be a little more specific right out from the front, then it stays that way for a long time. So, All right, so we're going to use the first transfer. I'm going to use the big one. This is the Sweet Lemon Grove, and I want to do this two-tone this time. I don't think I'm going to do it. Last time I did the, what is it called? Okay, so every time you use a new transfer, you do want to go ahead and fuzz it. And by fuzzing it, you usually want to put it like either on a towel. I don't know why I learned, but you can put it on your t-shirt or your shirt that you're wearing. And these newer transfers seem to not need as much fuzzing as they used to. Ooh, I kind of like how this round lemon drops at the bottom, I think, is going to look really cute. I'm going to go as low as I can without going on that little tag on the bottom. And then you're just going to flatten it out. You might use your scraper to make sure you get all the bubbles out. You don't want those bubbles. Oh, this does not stick very well. Ooh. I'm wondering, see, the last couple ones I've used, transfers, when I fuzz them out, I thought they don't stick very well. So I'm wondering about that. I'm going to do a little research on that. Stay tuned for that. So I think I want this to be yellow, the lemon, of course, and then green here, maybe sweet lemon, yellow, and lemon drops. I don't know. And where, maybe. So maybe I should start, and then the rest green. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm going to start with the green. And this is the sage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the leaves because I know I want that for sure. And you put down your chalk, and you kind of want to do a good coverage. Now this one's going to be a little more finicky. The nice thing is that this is all water-based. So it's not hard to wash it. Like say you go over a little bit or something or out of the lines. It's sort of like color in the lines without having to really stay in the lines. All right, so we got that. I think I'm going to go for these, speaking of lines, I'm going to go for these lines and do those. And it takes very little paste. This stuff lasts forever. I actually did chalk couture before, and I had left it for a long time. I'm going to do this one too. I like everything to be symmetrical, so it's very hard for me not to be. Maybe, I don't know, should I do Grove? I'm going to keep going and see where I come up here. I don't know. I'm going to move along here, though. I think I'm going to do Trebles Melt. And then I'll do this bottom one in yellow, I think. When I did it before, I was doing craft shows. And I don't know if you've ever done craft shows, but anyway, you get kind of exhausted when you do craft shows. So you can put it right back. If you don't use it all, you can totally put it back and reuse it. Oops, I missed a little corner here. I'm just going to scrape up as much as I can. And like I said, I think, I don't know. I can't decide. I'm going to leave it out because I can't decide. Should I do Grove in green or should I do Grove in yellow? Maybe I will. Ooh, I didn't use my yellow yet. Okay. It is so nice and creamy, this new formula. It's amazing. But like I was saying, my other chalks all dried up, and all I do to reconstitute them, look at me, I'm getting it all over the place. You want it to be the consistency of yogurt. So that's really good consistency. So I'm going to do for sure this. I got a lot on there. Get this off. You don't need to be wasteful. You can use it, like maybe put it on a little bit thicker and then take it off. And like I said, I tend to be a little stingy with it. I've seen people putting it on really thick, but I hesitate. I don't know why. It is so forgiving. You really don't have to, like, it's so easy. It's kind of like scribbling, really. But then when you get done, the end results are that it's so cute. All right, and we know we're going to do the lemon. So I'm going to do the lemon. What do you think? Grove? Should we do, I think I'm gonna do it green. I think the lemon is a good pop, but, and I'll stick with the sweet bean yellow. Did I say it was Bumblebee? So when my chalks dried up, because so I did this craft show. I'm sorry, I keep kind of rethinking out loud here. I did the craft show, and I did a couple, 2 years I used chalk couture at craft shows, and the stuff really sold well. Everybody was so impressed, and I was afraid to tell anybody what I was doing because I didn't want anybody else to have a product like mine. I wanted it to sell. So anyway, I've changed my mind. Now I am selling it. So if you're interested in even just purchasing the products, I now am changing my mind and want to share. I love showing people. I was actually on YouTube back then too, when I was doing it the first time. Needless to say, after doing a couple of craft fairs, I got all done with my craft fairs and realized that I was absolutely burned out. It is tiring. I feel like you just craft and craft and craft, which is fun to some extent, but then after a while you're like, oh my gosh, I can't craft anymore. It's too much. So being kind of messy here. So anyway, I set it aside for a while, and then COVID happened. And of course, everybody knows we're all busy with COVID, right? And nobody was going anywhere, and all the craft fairs were canceled for the most part last year. So there weren't any craft fairs, so I never even got all my craft stuff out. Needless to say, all of my chalk couture kind of stacked away. I didn't have any really purpose for it. And I don't know why. I was taking a rest. I do that in piano too. I play a little bit, and then I decide I'm just coloring in this because my little lemon got a little green on it. I'm going to color it again. Oops, I got too much. So anyway, I came back. Every single one of not my inks, but my chalks were all absolutely dried. And so what I did was I just added in a little bit of water into each of the things, try to crush it up a little bit, and then left it sit overnight in the containers with a little bit of water poured over the top of it. And then I'd come and mix it up and try to get it mixed. Okay, so this did not, I don't know, this really, maybe this, I'm gonna redo my leaves, I think. This is not coming off very well. My own bad, I think, because I let it dry. And the troubles melt also. Okay. All right, so this got dry. I'm gonna hopefully be able to repair it a little bit and without too much. I don't like that. I want the leaves to be nice and strong. I maybe should have pulled it because I've been kind of talking. So anyway, I've been able to reuse my my chalks from a couple years ago. They had totally, like I said, totally dried up. It's pretty amazing because they're water-based, so you can add water to it. You can also wash it off when you mess it up. Like, I think I totally messed this up. I'm not too pleased with that, actually. I'm going to have to redo that maybe tomorrow. It's not too bad, but it's not as bright as I like it. But there it is, Sweet Lemon Grove, and it says where troubles melt like lemon drops. So the lemon drops looks really good, but this leaf and down here, I'm gonna rematch that up, or I'll even maybe wash it off once this gets dry and redo that area. So you'll have to imagine that that turned out perfectly. I think I was talking too much. I am going to do Squeeze the Day on this. I've got the hole right there. Legitimately, it might have been better. And this one I'm going to try not fuzzing because that one was coming off. Okay, so all of whenever you're using like craft projects and stuff, you should usually wax your surfaces before you put the transfers on them so that the transfer comes off. And but when it's a chalk couture surface, you do not need to do that. So this one's going to go nicely, unlike that last one, because see how nice that looks? Is that pretty? Squeeze the day. The reason that one looks a lot better is because I did it really fast and got it off. Okay, so I think then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it on here like that when I get, and then I was thinking about using this ribbon I've had forever. I don't know, it's got little yellow on it. We'll see. Maybe stay tuned for that. I'll post a picture on the front of the video so you can see it when I finish it. The great thing is this is all water-based, so you can go ahead and take it off and fix it. Like I said, I think everything looks good. The yellow looks really good. The Grove looks really good. I don't mind the lines like that, but I do want to see this trebles melt like. And maybe I'll just, I don't know. I'll have to wait for a little bit to redo that. But there it is. Squeeze the day. I think we'll tie on there. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna, I may have to, we'll see. That's the nice thing about it. If you don't like it, you can always pull it off. You can wash it off, restart over, redo it, redo just a section of it. And like I said, these little letters did not turn out like I would have liked them to, and neither did my leaves. So I'm going to put this up here just through the handle. You could take a little dab of hot glue or even tape, depending on how permanent you want this to be. And then if I was going to sell this, or if I was going to share it with somebody, I would probably go ahead and, I don't know how to put that on there. This stuff is so weird. It's got little flowers. I think you would like sew it on to something. But it's really pretty. Maybe I could hot glue it on here around the edge. Anyway, I'm not a fruity person. I really do kind of like things pretty simple. So there it is. It squeezed the day. I guess the leaves I'm getting used to. And you could tape this down with just painter's tape if you didn't want it to be permanent, or you could glue it down if you were wanting it to be permanent. If you wanted this to stay permanently, go ahead and spray it. And then you would also want to, but if you wanted to reuse this surface and change it out seasonally, you could do that as well. So I'm not exactly sure. I'll probably sell this, so I'll probably clear coat it. But anyway, thanks for watching to the end. I'm sorry this bottom part didn't turn out quite well. I will try to put the thumbnail on the video with the finished product all put together. But I think it's really cute, and I love how nice this looks. I actually like how this rounded lemon drops goes really well on this the round board. So for $1 and my monthly, I'm going to get lots more uses out of that Sweet Lemon Grove transfer. You can use all the parts somewhere else if you want to use just sweet. I had thought about using the sweet up here because I thought it was very cute on that, but I kind of like Squeeze the Day. So we'll see. I might dress it up a little. Look at that thumbnail. Make sure you thumbs up my video, share it, and make sure to subscribe and help me out. We'll talk to you soon. If you were looking for any of these products, except for this, of course, I got at a rummage sale, but if you were looking for any of the Chalk Couture products, go ahead and go on www.chalkcouture.com, and then my name, Dori, D-O-R-I, after that, and feel free to shop. You can also sign up for that monthly subscription, or you can even become a designer like I am and make up to 40% off your own products. So it's so much fun and so easy and quick to make this product. So anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll be right back.